Is Torchwood gonna make me cry today? That's a fun game that I like to play. Yes, in all seriousness, that's how I feel every single time I put on a Torchwood episode, because it's like random. I feel like I've reacted to shows in the past that have been emotional, you know, and like they just tend to have very emotional, you know, plot running through and everything like that. That, you know, I'm like, you know what, I'm watching Sense8 today and I'm probably gonna cry. Like, you know what I mean? And then there's some shows that's like, I probably not as emotional. Maybe I won't cry too much. You know, I can get through this okay. But with Torchwood, at least recently, and I do know that, you know, as it goes on, I think I have the vibe that it's going to get more and more emotional and it's going to be a lot more common. But right now, and throughout a good portion of season 1, I feel, has been, you know, like really random. Like sometimes it's kind of a more like maybe like fun episode, or it might be dark and there might be stuff going on, but it's not, you know, like I'm gonna be crying my eyes out. I felt like, you know, the premiere of this season was kind of like that. There was a lot going on and I adored it. And then, you know, then there's just episodes that really get to me and really make me cry, and I have just no idea what I'm gonna get. I swear, I feel like every story is like, who knows what's gonna happen. And I love that about it. I really, really do. I like the unpredictability of it all, of what I'm gonna get next. I really do like that. Yeah, so let's get into it.
Have you seen any recently? Ghosts? I've seen 3 today. Each one of us must fight on to the end. Whenever that is.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Tell them what to do. You're the only one who can stop this. If you don't, it's the end of everything.
What?
You have to take me so I can be here now. Just take me. Where are you?
We're at Torchwood.
What?
Is that a dress, Touch?
I do believe it is. Well, where is he?
He's been here for 90 years, longer than any of us.
What?
Jackie still works.
One day we're gonna need him.
Right, everybody ready?
Oh, that's interesting.
Charge on 316.
Wait, all right. Tommy, listen to me. Tommy Rothers. It's me. Toshiko.
Come over a cup of tea.
We wake you up once a year and stick needles into you. It's not fair.
Once a year for you, it's every day for me.
It's true.
So what?
He helps us stop it somehow.
Huh.
Torchwood 1918 left us sealed orders. When the roof nears completion, the box will open, and we'll find out exactly what Tommy does.
But why would they keep us in the dark, Chuck?
Guess we'll find that out too.
Have you got any more of those pretty boys in the freezer?
Hands off, Missy. Tosh got there first.
Thanks for
For once.
Have a lovely time.
Bye.
I mean, he's not Owen. And you guys know how I feel. But
Nobody's perfect.
Tosh needs someone to appreciate
I want to see everything.
and love her.
Captain Scott. Hello?
He's gonna go right through her, I think. Or that. Huh?
You're right now. You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Whew! Oh. Baby, don't watch that.
War to end all wars, they said. And then 3 weeks later, you had the Second World War. After all that.
God, that is so my heart.
Yes. I think we're worth saving. Wars and all.
Yeah, all you have to do is say, Tommy, you're my brave, handsome hero, and I need you.
Is that all?
Or whatever it is, I'll do it. Anything.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Kisses.
This is terrifying. Gwen, I don't know if you should be going... Gwen? What the fuck?
Hello?
What is happening? What is happening?
I see you.
Ah!
You shouldn't be.
Whoa. Ah. Oh. Ah.
Well, so I'm old enough to die for my country, but I'm too young to give you a kiss. You daft lass. What goes on in that head of yours?
Oh. Oh.
Listen, Tosh. I've been meaning to say, just be careful.
What do you mean?
Oh.
You're very close to Tommy. You're falling for him, aren't you?
I can be myself again.
I just,
He knows.
don't want you to get hurt.
Ah! Oh, and you are a sweetheart.
Oh, can you hear me?
What is it?
I need you to go down into the...
Wrapped in a douchebag. Like, I swear.
I think that area contains a clue to the time shift.
That was sweet.
The time shift has started, but maybe it doesn't complete until...
We're years in the future.
Huh.
Got it. It's some kind of advert. It's, car insurance. It's not years in the future. It's now.
Was that supposed to happen? I don't think so. Oh boy, that's long. Okay, let's get to reading, Jack.
For Tommy. And Toshiko.
What?
He needs to be in the hospital, ready to step from one time to another.
So he'd be right inside the time shift.
And you can close the fracture that caused it.
1918 will be back where it belongs. So will I. For good.
Your life will be like a thread stitching time back together again.
Oh. Oh.
He dies.
Don't tell her that.
He's shot by a firing squad. He trusts you.
To send him to his death?
To help him save the future. It has to be you. You're strong enough to do this.
Oh, I mean, I believe she is too, but this is...
He can come home with me.
Oh, oh, oop, oop.
He's not our prisoner. Doesn't have to stay here.
If that's what you both want.
Tosh. Oh, God.
I worried you'd see me getting old.
Oh.
Would you go back to yours?
Oh.
You could. Why? Would you miss me? Yep. Being here, I've seen things I never dreamt I'd see. Loved people I never would have known if I just stayed where I was. And I wouldn't change that for the world.
Oh. 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 Ah! Ah!
What did he tell you?
Tosh, don't.
Did they find my body?
Don't. I'm just really sad.
In 1918. Torchwood took me.
Tommy!
Help me.
You've got to go.
Oh my god.
Sitting safely behind the lines, sending us over the top.
Stop. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
All this time I've had, it means nothing.
I don't blame him, but I am just... Oh my god, I'm so... Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, they're gonna be in the same position as they were in the beginning of the episode. Yeah, okay.
You're a hero. Do you know that? I don't want to be a hero. I want to stay here with you.
Oh.
You have to take me so I can be here now. Just take me. I'll be gone soon.
Oh. Oh my god.
Where are we going?
Somewhere safe. Trust me.
Oh, Tommy.
Keep going.
I'm sad. I'm sad.
Tommy isn't using it.
Why not?
I don't know, because he's just gone back to 90 years ago, because he's shell-shocked. It's me. Does she?
Who?
Oh, you should
Shells.
do.
I'm scared.
It's all right.
That's why I'm here. I'm a coward.
No. Because you're a brave, handsome hero.
Ah.
Tommy,
Oh.
use the key.
He told her that's all she had to say.
Thank you.
Stop. Oh, Owen! I wanted a moment. Oh.
He trusted me.
All of this is still here because of you.
Oh my god.
Because of Tommy.
Both of you.
Let's hope we're worth it.
So, the conclusion is that I cried. I was holding it together, even though I was like really sad for a good portion of that, because it's a very just kind of sad episode, I felt. Especially once we kind of figured out what Tommy had to do and everything. But I was holding it together. I was like, I'm really sad, but I'm okay. But that last little bit was really tough for me. I love Tosh so much. I love her, and I think I relate to her a lot. And it's always, I feel like when you find these characters that you can really kind of relate to, things that affect them affect you when you watch it a whole lot more, I think. I just really, I liked that episode a lot, but I genuinely just, Tommy, that whole story for him was just so heartbreaking. And I love that this show can really bring people in for just one episode, and they have such a fucking impact. You know, it's happened time and time again. I swear. I love that. I love that the people who are kind of the one-off people of the episodes that maybe the episode focuses on, they're not like throwaway characters that you don't really care about or anything like that. There's substance to them and to their stories. And Tommy, for me, has that substance. He's, to be thrown into a war and to have to fight and to, you know, have such issues with it, and for it to affect you on a very visceral and mental level, and to have to be selfless, go back to where you know. I mean, I would, oh God, I think if I was in his shoes, like, I genuinely don't think I would go back. Or if I did, I would have an absolute fit beforehand, probably even worse than like what he did. Because it's like, if I stay in this time, I don't have to go back to the front lines. I don't have to do anything like that. But if I go back, everything that I'm so terrified of will, not just might happen, will happen. So that just really, that got me. Like right in my heart, you know? Like a little, like the amount of like bravery that has to take. And yeah, it's for the better of everybody. He saves everybody. But sometimes that is still a lot to ask of someone, I think. That was really sad. Okay. And then her kind of asking him in the way that he said that, you know, I would never be able to say no to that. Ooh, somebody. That's what really got me right in the feels, like really bad. I'm trying to like not. You guys know that I like dab like this because I'm trying not to fuck up my eye makeup. That was really, it just really got to me. I feel really bad for Tosh. Obviously, I feel worse probably for Tommy, but I do feel really bad for Tosh. I see Tosh as somebody who doesn't put herself out there that much, romantically or and I relate to that. A lot. Like I see this just like really sweet and kind soul, but she doesn't really let herself give this, I don't know, it's hard for me to put into words, but I really relate to it. It's hard for her to really, and I don't even think it's like a breaking down the barriers. I don't think that's the right terminology. I think it's just, it's hard for her to kind of find a way to really let people know that she does care. I mean, if you think about how long they talked about her being in love, in like whatever you want to call it, with Owen in season 1, and you can tell that she was genuinely hurt when she found out about the whole, you know, Gwen thing, because she, you know, I think she didn't know the benefit of like really putting yourself out there like that to somebody who you genuinely care about in that regard. I get that. Whoo, girl. Tosh, that's my girl. That is my fucking girl. I adore her. But I feel really bad because I feel like both of the times that she's really kind of let someone in any sort of way has not ended well. The first time was a bit of manipulation and all that shit. And this time was really just tough, I think. It's a hard thing to carry with you. Yeah, so I really love Tosh and Owen's relationship, and I hope it grows. I hope that that's where we're going with this season. I can't even express to you guys, and I think it's been, I mean, I'm invested in this. I'm invested because I think they would be good for each other. I think, and I know that this sounds ridiculous to say because of how much of a fucking asshole he can be, I think he wouldn't hurt her. And just the way that he kind of was trying to look out for her in this episode, just, I feel like spoke volumes. I don't see Owen as really a, you know, well, it's all very subtle, I think, but he's looking out for her. And he understands what it's like to have to say goodbye to a very possibly brief, if you think of it as the 4 days thing, possibly brief, but very intense love. If that's what you want to call. But I love seeing this growth of Owen. And that he is looking out for people. And I love that there's this sort of, I feel like there are two people that genuinely are pretty good for each other and they just haven't noticed it yet. Yeah. It was a very sweet moment between Jack and Yanto as well. I wanted to touch on that very briefly. I really liked that, and they melt my heart. I'm just obsessed with this show. I think it's so good, and that really got me emotional. Oh, my heart. Okay. All right. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reaction. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.